We have heard from many quarters Australia described as a land full of wonder, beauty and unequalled resources. One writer, who ought to know better, has ventured to call our land Australia Unlimited. This is nothing more than propaganda, promoted by those who would profit from wildcat schemes. It is certainly not scientific nation planning. This would seem almost self-evident, but it is ignored by almost all our politicians, and what is more surprising, by most of our publicists, who might be expected to know better. It has for many years seemed to me that Australia requires an accurate survey of her possibilities. If we agree, as we must, that settlement in Australia has been controlled by such geographical factors as temperature, rainfall, soil and minerals, no intelligent person can doubt that they will continue to shape the course of the nation. Can Australia rid itself of its Antarctic neighbour, the refrigerator of the world's climate, and the cause of Australia's arid centre? Certainly not. In Antarctica and later in Australia, my own extensive meteorological studies have provided our politicians the guidance they need. Yet they refuse to use it properly. And they have not, it seems to me, learned how to read maps. The expert in geography can show with maps the regions that are habitable, as distinct from the regions that are useless. This I have shown by studying Australia scientifically, by plotting it in relation to its homoclimes, that is, regions with similar climatic conditions. Through this technique, we can see plainly that the arid lands of Australia have in fact much the same characteristics as the Sahara. Similarly, the climate of our tropical towns resembles the average conditions in southern and central India. This point of view was very obnoxious to those writers who roundly declared there was no desert in Australia and painted me as something of a pariah. It has long seemed to me that a frank avowal of our difficulties and of the useless character of so much of our continent ought to be accepted by those false patriots who control the public purse. Unfortunately, our illogical optimists are vainly endeavouring to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. The wise statesman is he who moulds his policy in harmony with the varying environment for which it is his privilege to legislate. The foolish statesman is he who ignores unimpeachable authorities who dare to speak the truth. May the day come when the public will say of every careful student of our discipline, he has studied material progress all over the world. He knows the possibilities and can interpret our environment to our best benefit. In a word, he is a competent geographer. We must listen to him.